morning and welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about matters that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. Now, the Deputy Attorney General, Dr. Justice Rimsai, has defended the prosecution approach under his boss, Dr. Dominic Ayenen, insisting that the new Attorney General will not bow to political or public pressure in pursuit of justice. In a wide-ranging conversation, the Deputy Attorney General said he accepted his appointment with a clear understanding of the weight of public expectation. I left the weight of expectation of Ghanaians upon my appointment, he said, but one thing that made me happy about this was my boss. Dr. Rimsai described Dr. Ayenen as a man of deep principle and legal discipline. So with that guidance, or the person is leading the Attorney General's department, I became very comfortable with the appointment, he said. He admitted that the work has been challenging, but his remark comes amid growing debate over whether recent high-profile prosecutions are politically motivated. He dismissed those concerns and emphasized that the Attorney General's office is focused on legality, not vendetta. He insisted that the decisions at the Attorney General's department are guided by the law and not public opinion. Now, when asked whether he felt under pressure due to public scrutiny, he said no. So this is basically coming from the Deputy Attorney General, Dr. Justice Rimsai. He is saying that the Attorney General, the office of the Attorney General, is not politically intruded. And we all know that when it has to do with the office of the Attorney General, the office of the Special Prosecutor, all this surrounds, investigating in corrupt cases and bringing out people that you feel like they are culpable. You are not just fishing them out, but you are bringing them out with vivid evidence to be sure and to create this kind of impression in the minds of the people that you know what you are doing. You are not just fishing the person out with, your basic facts or allegedly just because you feel like the person is involved in a particular crime. But rather, you getting evidence to prove your case that yes, this person is actually involved in corruption-related cases. Now, I would say this Attorney General was appointed into office not quite long. Well, he's doing his best, a lot are saying, but I feel like there is more room for improvement. As the Deputy Attorney General said, he said the office of the Special Prosecutor is not politically motivated. And you see, offices like this, if they are politically motivated, there is no way you are going to execute your duties or your activities based on fairness. Because one way or the other, Party A would like you to deal with the matter in her favor. Party B will also like you to deal with the matter in his favor. And so just as he's saying, we wish to see that. Because in the just ended week, there were a lot of exposures that the NSS scandal, the former director for NSS, which some time ago, it was out that he was involved in some fraudulent activities that has to do with ghost name, having about 100 and something ghost names that they are being paid to. And this woman said that she's not guilty. But the Special Prosecutor is saying that they found, they've gone deep to do their investigations, and then they've come out with vivid evidence. And she's not the only one. A lot of names and not a lot of former directors that have worked with the NSS has been fished out. And these are the corrupt people we have in the state. These are the people we've given them a high position and government institutions to look at their affairs and ensure that everything is going on smoothly in the government institutions. And this is what they are doing. Just imagine that there have not been a change of government. I'm not trying to politicize this issue, but let's just imagine that there've not been a change of government. I'm not sure we are going to hear all this. And this has been going on for 8 good years now. 8 years, paying over 1,000 people who do not exist, but they are receiving monthly salary. They are receiving allowance. And sometimes most of these NSS personnel, they don't get paid. They don't get paid on time. And sometimes you have to finish with your NSS service before they'll pile up and then give you the money. And if you're not fortunate enough, you don't even get the full money of what you've worked for. And this is the people we have in the system. This is the people we hail. This is the people we see as our mentors. This is the people we bow down to. We look up to them. Our godfathers, our godmothers. And this is what they are doing behind the scene. And just as the Deputy Attorney General is saying, that the Attorney General will not in any way, work in the favor of any political party. Well, human beings are not to be trusted though. But we are looking at what will be the outcome of this whole saga. And as I said, and I'll continue to say this, it will be very, very, very sad that at the end of the day, these people will be fished out. And then we see absolutely nothing happening to them. And as I said, you cannot just come out as an Attorney General and then you say that, well, per my own thought and perception, Mr. So and so, I believe, is into this kind of crime. No. If the Attorney General should fish you out, it means he has a lot of evidence. He has gathered a lot of evidence that prove you guilty. Even though the court is here to declare you guilty. Because even though you are being fished out, there are still investigations that are ongoing to ensure that 100% you are guilty. But I've heard this from a lot of Ghanaians. Most of them are saying that this is the same story we kept on hearing from the administrations that came on board. We kept on hearing the same thing. And I've heard a lot of people saying that politicians will never arrest each other. But if truly we want to change these narratives, then we want to see a different image about the office of the Attorney General and even the office of the Special Prosecutor. It will be very, very painful if such people have embezzled an amount of money worth billions of cedis that can be used to pay even the nurses that are on strike. And at the end of the day, we see absolutely nothing happen to them. Then we have a problem as a country. Because that money can be used to pay these nurses. I'm sure we will pay them and we'll still have some balance left in the coffers of the state. But it went into the possession of a particular person. These are the same people that will come out advising you, telling you that what you are doing, you are not doing it right. Put in much effort, but they're stealing behind the scene, looting from the state. And with authority, I can say that 90% of them, they are thieves. They are thieves. And so to the Attorney General, as someone said, we don't want this to be a 9-day wonder. You promise that you are going to do this work and you do it diligently. I'm not the one saying this. A lot of people are hailing you up. They said they've seen the good works you've done. And they trust in you. As I said, no human being is to be trusted. Because we've even trusted an angel before, but he landed us in hell. And these are some of the basic things that will revive us again as a country. Imagine we are able to take all this money from these people. We will be able to pay most of the debt we are owing. But if at the end of the day we are not able to retrieve this money, these people are allowed to go scot-free, then what are we doing? We are creating environments for people to rob from the state the more. And that is why nowadays a lot of people are vying to be in those positions because they see that as an avenue to steal from the state. There is a lot of work to be done. This is not the time to sleep. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.